Alright, so we're in the end game now. Finally, we got the anniversary stream and all the information coming out tomorrow. So there's going to be a stream, 8 p.m. Japan time. That's like 12 Europe, super early morning America. So I will make a video on the content of the stream. So don't worry about that if you don't want to watch it live. But we got the D2 pretty much just showing the Ascanor that we were leaked earlier. There was a lot of skepticism as to these leaks. When these leaks came out, and it wasn't from a reputable source, right? This picture of Ascanor was kind of sus. A lot of people were trying to spot anything wrong with the announcement, like is this photo real? Why do they have Liz and Melly right there if it's gonna be like a vote banner? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then also the other picture had some weird stuff on it. But for what it's worth, it's been pretty much confirmed. So they've been doing like D6, right? 6 days pre-anniversary. And they've been slowly teasing that it's an Ascanor. Like every single clip that they put out was an Ascanor clip. Like D6 was Ascanor versus Galland. D5 was Ascanor versus Storosa. And then, I hate to skip, great clip. D4 was Ascanor versus Meliodas. D3 was Ascanor versus... was like skinny Ascanor when he was about to die. And then he gets the Mild Grace. I believe that's what happens in this moment, right? It was years ago when I read this. And then now D2 is a little Ascanor crying in the corner. And then big Ascanor. There's a lot to say about this, teaser. And this picture right here. Like this, assuming that this is the right art. At this point, I can imagine that this leak was fake. Because it's just way too coincidental. With the D2 picture. Having the skinny Ascanor and then the big Ascanor. And this being like the same. But I wonder if this will be a transforming character. Every year, anniversary seems to be a time that they try to release something brand new to the game. Transformations aren't new, but a new system of transformation I would consider something new. Because transformations have not been something that's been prevalent in the game since its inception. It died off there because it was so garbage. And they didn't, continue moving on with trying to make it better or anything. They just left in the dust, right? If there is a new system of transformation, a lot of people have been theorizing that this Ascanor, transformation, could be that there's like the skinny Ascanor that's like a super tanky character that's a taunt turn 1, kind of like Albedo. And then if he dies, then he becomes the other Ascanor. If X amount of turns passes, it becomes the other Ascanor. Anything could be. We don't know. But I want you to look at the past anniversary and kind of, look at what this anniversary is going to bring. Oh, yeah, again, just to say, they always stream at the same time. If you've watched any of the reveal streams for any of the big updates, collab, stuff like that, they're going to have, I believe, the voice actor for Meliodas there as well, which is odd. Not Ascanor's voice actor. Ascanor's voice actor apparently is super expensive though, so I can see why they wouldn't bring him. Galfer's voice actor is always there, I guess he's like a main part of the show, but Melio's voice actor, I'm assuming, is also quite a busy guy. He voiced a lot of big characters. Anyways, but the update, interestingly enough, is going to release, unless it gets delayed, at noon, because I guess they want to go with the whole Ascanor thing. So if you play JP, almost none of you, but if you play JP, be wary that the update is going to be like 4 hours earlier than usual. It's going to be like 11 p.m. for me, which is actually really good, instead of being at like 5 a.m. 4 hours? No, the updates usually release at 6 p.m., not 4 p.m. Yeah. Really good for me. 11 p.m., so like 5 a.m., that's pretty good. But I want you to look at the previous anniversary. I was going to go through all the anniversaries, but I think the previous is good enough. One thing that's interesting, so last year we got the Maeve collab as a pre-anniversary. Obviously the anniversary is already coming out, so the pre-anniversary would have been this week. We got no free unit for pre-anniversary. So I'm expecting a free unit on anniversary or after anniversary for sure. But we did get the free banner. If you go in the game, right? Has Global already got this? I think so, right? This free banner right here. Yeah, we got this free banner, which has festivals and the LRs. Like, clearly they have like Lost Vein and Escanor in the picture, and Margaret as well, like to promoted their RLRs in the banner as well, as long and some old ass festivals, right? Some pretty worthless festivals for the most part, but someday you might want to get dupes and stuff like that. So we have a free banner, and according to the leak, which is getting more trustworthy by the day, there's going to be more free summons. Like the I don't know if it's like a leak of a potentially old advertising post that they had, and they are not going to use this anymore. Something like that, because these tickets are very odd. The ticket that we have for the anniversary banner, oh, I pop up the other one, kind of looks like the one from the picture, but not exactly. Like, look, there's like the 5th anniversary, and then there's like the UR. I think that that's the same ticket, but it got changed. I don't know. Like, get SSRs level 90, that's wrong, because the SSRs that we're getting level 80. It is very odd how this leak is right and wrong at the same time. Whatever. So last year we had Maeve, right? Maeve, by the way, was a crypto K-pop AI band. Apparently they broke off. I don't know how that happens, because they weren't real people, but they broke off the band. So, don't know how that's what I heard. I don't know. I'm not a Maeve lore enthusiast, but that's what I heard, which is hilarious to me. So there was no free character. There's a free banner, but no free character for us for this anniversary, which is odd. But during the anniversary, we should be getting a new chapter, right? The story is essentially done for Grand Cross, right? The base story. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they won't give us a story. Maybe they will start Knights of the Apocalypse. I don't know, but I think it would be better for them to start Knights of the Apocalypse with a banner drop of Knights of the Apocalypse, which could be part 2. We'll talk about that soon. Last year we got LRs. It seems to me that with every anniversary, they try to introduce a new system. So if you go back, I'm not going to bring up the posts, but I'll bring up the character. So in the first anniversary, if you were around back then, my god, why is it so laggy? Only when I record this is laggy. Goddess Liz released, and with her released Super Awakening. One of the worst releases of gaming history. Super Awakening was terrible. They made it better after the backlash. I still don't like it. No one likes it. Whatever. Super Awakening back then, by the way, you could only Super Awaken based on dupes. So if you only had the character 1/6, you could only Super Awaken 1. Yeah, that's how they were going to do it. For you to Super Awaken 6, you would have had to have the character 6/6, but there was so much backlash that they dropped it. So I don't recall much of the second anniversary. Was there a system that they released? I wanted to say relics released during the second anniversary, but it was after. So I don't recall for the second anniversary, but for the third anniversary, we got her. And with her, we got... what was it again? Oh yeah, it was level 100. Level 100 released on the third anniversary, which again, no one liked. Anytime we do these big system changes, there's a lot of backlash. Fourth anniversary, as we know, it was the introduction of LRs, which we just talked about. So with the 5th anniversary, I would not be too surprised if they also introduce a new powering system for the characters. If I had to guess, it would be costume, relic enhancing. Relic enhancing has been in the been leaked. It's been in the files for quite some time, and we just haven't got it yet. But it's been there. Like it's been, you know, leaked for a while now, and who knows where it is? It's just not here yet. So yeah, not guaranteed, but I would expect a new powering up system for characters. And above that, it's just like anniversaries do come with a ton of like other random stuff, like you know, some costumes coming back, bundles, and login. Login's always good. This TK event comes back every like big celebration, so I'd expect it with like a ton of free characters. Like a ton of good stuff comes out during anniversary, so I expect all of the regular goodies. It's never a lot of content necessarily, just a bunch of rewards, just a bunch of good stuff for the players. And then the part 2 of anniversary, last year we had Tristan and a free Arthur. Like I'm saying, at the very least, I think as part 2 of the anniversary we should be getting a free character, but we'll see. I think it would be great if part 2 of the anniversary was the first chapter of Knights of the Apocalypse. I recall them mentioning the dev note about Knights of the Apocalypse. I don't recall if they said that it was going to be later this year or if they didn't have like a date for it. But I think it would be great, right? Tristan released last one, give him a relic this part 2, and then maybe release Percival as a regular banner. Maybe don't want to make it a festival like right away. I had to go pick up a package and I forgot what I was talking about, so yeah, whatever I said, 100%. But yeah, anniversary. Finally, I'm dying here. Listen, I've been working overtime on my other channel because I have nothing to record for this one, so I'm gonna be happy to actually have some work to do.